What's going on, everybody? Here is what we are going over today. Cashless payments are booming, and so is financial surveillance. We also have U.S. lawmakers are set to vote on 2 blockchain and cryptocurrency proposals, so we'll see what those are. World's largest banks lost 3 times Bitcoin's market cap during the pandemic, and global fiat failure will push countries to accumulate Bitcoin, says Max Keiser. Some interesting headlines today, so we'll go through them. We'll analyze them, see what they're all about. If you guys are new here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell where you get a video like this daily where we cover Bitcoin, altcoins, and basically everything going on in the crypto space to try to keep you up to date and in the loop of what's going on. If you guys could like the video for me, that would be greatly appreciated. And with that said, let's just start diving right in here. A recent global poll conducted by MasterCard, a company with reason to favor card-based payments, found 82% of its users see contactless payments as cleaner than cash. Online shopping is booming too. Amazon's value alone has risen by 570 billion US dollars this year. Now, while electronic payment may reduce our exposure to germs, it also shows banks, vendors, and payment platforms what we do with our money. Social media is awash with posts condemning the forced use of contactless payment for fear of overseers eyeballing spending. The growth of digital transactions exposes yet another aspect of our personal life to surveillance capitalism. Financial data is now a valuable raw material that can be bought, sold, and refined in the name of profit. So guys, you may or may not have heard a lot of people say this saying of, data is the new oil, right? That is a saying. So what we have to take into account is the tracking of spending, the tracking of what people are doing with their money. That is very valuable data, because if you know what people, and this is just one aspect of everything you can do with analyzing data like this, but the most simple and basic one is if you know where people are spending their money, then you know what products you can start to make up and sell to them. And then if you know what time people are spending the money, then you can know when to show them advertisements. Basically, knowing what you purchase, when you purchase, and how often you purchase it is going to enable corporations to make a lot more money off you, because with all of this surveillance, the companies are going to know you and your buying habits better than you know yourself. We talked about this yesterday as well, so make sure to check out yesterday's video where we talk more about this, going over AI and how that could be used to look at all the inflows and outflows of the money, of transactions, of everything like that. It's constant surveillance. So maybe think about where is some place you can put your wealth, maybe just some of it, a fraction of it, into something that's private. That could turn out to be a very smart decision for you down the road. May not think you need it now, but sometimes circumstances change. You may need somewhere to keep your money privately. Now, also, we have U.S. lawmakers set to vote on 2 blockchain and cryptocurrency proposals. So the Consumer Safety Technology Act now incorporates the Digital Taxonomy Act and Blockchain Innovation Act and is set to be debated in the House of Representatives. The Consumer Safety Tech Act, which is recently amended version of the AI for Consumer Product Safety Act, will mandate that the Consumer Product Safety Commission utilize artificial intelligence in tracking and identifying consumer product related injuries and hazards. It will also use AI to screen the sale of products that have been recalled and label imported products that are deemed unsafe. So guys, get that. AI is going to be used to screen and watch all of this stuff. And the reason why is because the AI is going to be able to do a lot better job than a human at it. And the other reason why is the AI can work 24 hours a day, 24/7, where a human can't. So it's like you invest in one time into the AI, into the technology, and now you basically have an unlimited workforce, you could kind of say. Again, I'm definitely not using the most proper, correct terms, but I think you guys get the point of what it is that I'm saying. A lot of people still think that we are very far off with AI, and I mean a lot of people, the majority of people out there, they have no clue how close we are with AI. I'm sure even some of you guys watching this video really can't grasp how close we are, but we are very close. So close where by 2021 we are supposed to have a lot of cars self-driving themselves, even trucks self-driving themselves, and this is all things that you can go ahead and look up. So not to see AI coming more into blockchain, to see that AI is going to be used in these types of acts, and these are being proposed, it kind of just goes to show that this is the way that we are moving. AI is being embraced and it is going to be used. And I think the rollout of it is going to come just faster than most people are expecting and faster than most people realize. So let's continue on. The Digital Taxonomy Act appropriates a $25 million budget to the Federal Trade Commission each year from 2020 to 2024 for preventing fraudulent practices in digital transactions. They say to authorize additional appropriations to the Federal Trade Commission to prevent unfair or deceptive acts or practices related to digital tokens and transactions relating to digital tokens, and to require a report to Congress on the Commission's action related to digital tokens. The Secretary of Commerce, in consultation with the FTC and in consultation with any other appropriate federal agency the Secretary determines appropriate, shall conduct a study on current and potential use of blockchain technology in commerce and the potential benefits of blockchain technology for limiting fraud and other unfair and deceptive acts and practices. So it's basically tracing every type of monetary movement through blockchain technology and most likely paired with AI. Again, I'm a firm believer that when all of this stuff is said and done, it's not going to be human eyes watching this stuff, but it's going to be an artificial intelligence system that is constantly analyzing everything, and it is analyzing everything to a T, a lot more perfect than we can. And also always remember that artificial intelligence gets smarter the more data that it gets, right? The more it expands its mind, the smarter and smarter and smarter it gets, the more efficient it gets. It's deep learning. This is good in a way because it's furthering the adoption of cryptocurrencies. However, we also have to do our own due diligence and make sure that we are passing laws that will actually benefit us with blockchain technology and crypto. Blockchain technology and crypto is an amazing technology. It can be used for great purposes, but just like everything, there is yin and yang. Something that can be used for good could also be used for bad. So it's something to keep an eye on. We definitely don't want cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology to be used into something that could be turned against us and completely get every ounce of privacy with what we do with our money as we know it completely gone. Everything will just be on a public ledger that AI robots can just see and scan and everything like that. Anyways, guys, we have prices for today. Bitcoin at 10,700, Ethereum at 377, XRP at 24 cents. That's what we're doing for the top three. Everything is for the most part, everything is pulled up on a little pump right now. So prices are up. So everybody's portfolio should be up. So we'll see what comes of that, whether we retrace back down or continue to pump. It's fine with me. I'm cool either way. Our fear and greed index for today, we are still in fear at 39. And if we look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart again, Bitcoin looks exactly where it should be. And just by looking at the chart, I get so excited for 2021, 2022, and where we could possibly be on this chart by that time. If you guys are new here, make sure you give the channel a subscribe. Again, you get a video like this daily going over Bitcoin, altcoins, everything going on in the crypto space. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I do upload. If you guys could also like the video for me, let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes. If we get this video to 100 likes, I think it would help to boost it and get more people watching it and grow the channel even further. I do appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me lately. It's pretty overwhelming, but you guys are the likes, the comments, everything is so awesome. So thank you all so much for making this community what it is, and also for making it fun to make content for you all. Now, the world's largest bank lost 3 times Bitcoin's market cap during the pandemic. Since the outbreak, the world's 14 largest banks have lost 635 billion in market cap. This is more than 3 times the current market cap of Bitcoin and almost double the capitalization of all cryptocurrencies. Would it be too early to say liquidity crisis? Maybe, but if the Fed keeps printing money, if they keep offering liquidity on demand, it's kind of like the Fed right now is ODL for these banks. It's just on demand liquidity. Banks seize up, banks don't have funds, and the Fed prints them out, bails them out. Who needs Ripple and XRP's ODL when we have the Federal Reserve's ODL? Just jokes, guys, just jokes, trying to lighten the mood here a little bit. Now, we have global fiat failure will push countries to accumulate Bitcoin. This is from Max Keiser. Max Keiser, prominent Bitcoin bull. He has some good stuff to say, so let's see what he says. He says, you work through the numbers and there's just not that much gold around. If you needed to buy 300 tons of gold, you're not going to find it. Not at the current price. It's going to be like, okay, I'll send you 300 tons of gold, but I'm going to sell it to you at 25K an ounce. You can have all you want for 25K. So then we need hard money. I think that's where you're going to see these central banks turn to Bitcoin and sovereign wealth funds. They'll be like, well, this Bitcoin has been around for now 11 or 12 years. It's 99.9% fail proof, and it's got everything we want in hard money. You'll see countries start to accumulate Bitcoin and start to mine for Bitcoin as well, and then they'll start to subsidize the money. They would be subsidizing the energy industry in and subsidizing that in the Bitcoin mining space. He then goes on to talk about game theory. So for example, if Iran now owns something like 2% of the global hash rate of Bitcoin, let's say suddenly they've got 5% of the hash rate, and then America says, wait a minute, this is like the Sputnik moment. Iran could potentially be the richest country in the world if they have a significant piece of Bitcoin, and the price goes to $400,000 to compete with gold. So then they, being America, start to subsidize their mining. So what this does is increase the hash rate. So the hash rate now is over 100 quintillion calculations per second in the Bitcoin mining space, which means the security goes up, which means it's even harder money. Bitcoin is not only hard money, but it keeps getting harder every week and every month because the hash rate gets higher and higher and higher. So with the high security, higher hash rate, the price goes up. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So now you're chasing the Bitcoin up through to a $100,000 to $200,000 a coin to get the hard money because all your fiat money is collapsing. That's one game theory that Max Keiser is talking about. Pretty interesting read nonetheless. So on one hand, we have Max Keiser calling for Bitcoin $100,000 to $200,000. Governments competing for it, hardening it up even more. And that's something cool to look forward to. And then on the other hand, we have artificial intelligence monitoring all crypto payments. So we are moving into interesting times nonetheless, exciting times with making money and making wealth and possibly a crypto bull run. The stuff we've all been waiting for. However, we also really have to watch the regulations that are being passed, the laws are being passed, because these are going to affect us the most as we are holders of cryptocurrencies and digital assets and as enthusiasts for the blockchain space. It's going to affect us the most. So we will see what happens, and whatever it does happen, I will cover here for you to see. With that said, if you guys enjoyed the video, likes are greatly appreciated. Subscribes. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe. You get a video like this daily. With that said, hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.